Do, do. Yeah, hey, hi. It's a blocker. Hello, yes, hello. Welcome in. We are actually starting. Okay. How is your Saturday going? You're further along in your Saturday than I am in mine. So we are. I'm not sure entirely what we're doing today. I do have a model to prep, to package up, to ship. I'm probably going to ship it Monday. I have some modeling to do, although I don't think I'll do that on today's stream. And let's see. Probably do some drawing. I think it's an art kind of day. Thank you for sending whispers out. I appreciate that. So it's been I missed the last couple of Saturdays. So yeah. Transition. I shouldn't say that while I'm doing it. Ooh, drawing standard procedure. Yeah, I know, standard procedure of sending whispers out. Thank you. So I don't know what I'm like I said. Oh, I still have I should glue this in there if I haven't already, but it's yeah. I still have my paints out near me within arm's reach, so that's good. If I wants to do finally get around to doing something on this guy, we'll see. It's really crunchy looking in some places, so I don't know. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it. Could glue some more things on it too. So, yeah, not entirely sure what I'm doing today. Other than, like I said, I just gave you a list of things, so I guess that's that. Ooh, space. No, that's not another new bot. That was, it's an old bot. Not old bot. It's the one from this year. Or oh yes, the ship I get stuck to so many things. Though I don't think I have glue near me today at the moment. So yeah. I'm gonna clear the decks. And maybe just maybe we'll start with some drawing. Unless we want pixel art. Do you have a preference? Yeah. Let's see. Looking at my prompt list, today is the 28th of October. So for Inktober, it's Sparkle. For Stream Ink, it's Fairy. I keep on doing the wrong day for some reason, because no, that's 27 is Fairy. Sparkle is Puppet. Okay, 28th is Puppet. And down here on this Drawtober 2023, which I don't know if this is the actual one, because there are several of them. Owl. So maybe we'll do something looking very tidy. Yeah, you're not seeing the rest of the place. I thought about making it a streaming or a cleaning up the place stream, but that's too embarrassing. If you thought it was bad before. Puppets? Puppet owls? Sparkly puppet owls? So here's what I got so far this year. I've not been doing it every day, and some days have been digital. So we'll do a little tour. Let me While I whip this thing out. Here's puppets on sparkly strings. We're a bit like puppets, how people want us to be and act, yeah? So I could just draw a picture of a person then, is that what you're saying? So here's golden. I decided to go with the golden dragon, which you can't tell it's golden because it's black and white. There was the prompt for map. So 3 Saturdays ago already was the origami. It could also be drip. But I went with the origami. Then the next one I did was toad. So there were 3 prompts I went with: toad, orange, and skeleton. So I tried to make a stamp carved out of an eraser of a toad skeleton. So there's that one. I kill it. Now here's one where it just got the sketch treatment. I decided to go with Tangle for Drawtober. And I liked the concept, but didn't finish executing it. But that's okay, because that's how I roll. October 10th and 11th, I did not do anything. Actually, I think Wander and Nightmare I did. But that was a digital picture. Spicy Paranormal and Scream is probably my favorite one from this year so far. I suppose a giant screaming pepper can be considered paranormal. Stitched, I went with something literal and simple. My set of art schools are epic. Yeah. Just imagine what they would be if I had actually focused and dedicated on learning the craft. Anyway, I decided to just go with one of those. I had the prompts for the 17th were Angel, Sun, and Scarecrow. I decided to just do Sun. Angel and Scarecrow would have been fun too, but I didn't feel like putting that much effort into it. I just did a bunch of dots. Saddle, Nightmare, and Zombie. I decided to combine all those. You see, the horse is named Nightmare, or it's a mare at night. That's the guy's explaining it, because the joke's not obvious. Bug Boy was a bad boy, is in, welcome in. It's not the most... One of these points I should... Anyway. At one of these points I should stop explaining about how my art is so off. There you are. So here's the plump, smoke, and raven were the prompts. So you can see I did some raveny drawings. This one's smoking coming off the back. There's a plump cloud. But I decided to go kind of more of a steampunk bird that's smoking, although there isn't really much of the steampunk coming through except for like the filigree on the beak and the kind of mechanical eye. October 20 was Frost, Folktale, and Orc. Again, I have the guy going, are there any folktales about cold orcs? Because, you know, I wanted to work folktales in there somehow. So it's just an orc covered in frost and ice. Well, it's actually more snow and ice than frost, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And chains on October 21st. I was just not feeling like doing much, so and I didn't want to do anything with Cursed or Witch. So I just did some chains, and then I messed up that one, and so then I messed it up some more intentionally. October 22nd, Scratchy Antique Aliens. As you can tell, I did not get very far in that one. I have a back scratcher. I have a kind of a robot-y thing that's supposed to kind of be antique-y, but not really. And a Commodore key, because Commodore computers are antique at this point. October 23rd, Celestial, Raven, and Thorny. There's my Thorny. There's a Raven, because I had already done a Raven. And these little light pencil things, they're like, you know, circles where the stars would be if I were doing celestial. So nobody. Nobody. And that was the last. That's it. October 23rd. So, yeah. I'm just going to do on the back of that page, because that page has very little on it. I need to find a pencil. There's a pencil that I found. So we are October 28th. And we said it was Sparkle, Puppet, Owl. Since it's a Saturday, and I haven't been doing all the work all day. Nope, he studied. Only when he got to NASA did he start doodling. Did I spend a lot of time of school doodling? Yes. I upped my game in the first year of college, where I went to a pretty strict place where they had a rule against doodling in class. So I decided to make miniature masterpieces instead of doodling. So I don't know that that counts, but that's when the start of my prolific period. Da da da. I spent most of my time outside the classroom. But yeah, I've gotten in trouble for doodling at a couple at some points, but it can also help me concentrate. As if I'm looking down on the page and doodling, I might be able to listen to the professor speaking rather than being distracted by what's going on around me. So, yeah. ADHD wasn't recognized by. I don't know that I have ADHD, but I'm not opposed to the idea of thinking about myself as having it. If that makes any sense. I may have some traits. I may be spectrum adjacent, if you know what I mean. But that could just be I don't know. That's not here nor there. Let's see. Alright, Sparkle. Let me reposition my camera. I like how I draw faster when the music's faster. Especially this stuff. But I'm not doing that at the moment, obviously. Alright, so there we go. There we go. Can't see it. Can't see what? There's nothing to see at this point. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing. So Sparkle can be represented by these little doodads from manga. The prompts for anyone who comes in stream. You know what? I'm a graphics professional. I can make things happen. Let's see. If I go up here, I'll even do it outside the graphics overlay. Text. October 28th, we are looking at Sparkle. We are looking at Puppet. We are looking at Owl. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. Oh yeah, I am. Alignment left, background opacity. Let's turn it up. And okay. We'll put it up there, I guess. And I put it in the wrong scene, so well, let me do that in the graphics overlay scene. Why not? Why not? Okay. There we go. Is that better? Do you prefer that? Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I did think about doing a whole border overlay thing for Halloween, but, you know, that's going to be in a couple of days, and I'm not going to be streaming then, so, you know. Like, I thought it would be fun, kind of cool, and exciting if I was playing Alien Isolation in VR. But I'm not the most expressive person. You know who it's time for? No. No. It's too early. What, did you actually do a redeem? Or you just... Elf. This... Alrighty. Let me shift over. Is that how I do it? Hi! Hi! There we... hi! It's me, Wendell the freaking elf. Ah... Sorry, I had to switch things up a little bit. Oh, you jerk! You jerk! How is everybody out there? I need to make a sad version of this because it's so sad. No, just kidding, just kidding. It's a fun character. It has been a while. It has been a very long while, and I don't know how much I can keep this up. But anyway, that's enough about me. How are you? How are things? We love you. Aw, you're so sweet. That's so sweet. And yeah. Good. Thanks, Sam. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. I wasn't ready for that. I could pre-record the whole thing, of course, but anyway. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. I this is one that I could combine all of these together. There's, you know, I'm gonna move this over here because that's more comfortable for me. Although it's not better for the lighting. Ooh, there we go. Is this even in focus? Are we in focus? There, we're in focus. Yes, I'm just here to make all my high friends laugh. It's the only time I'm funny, that and 2 a.m. when there's lack of sleep. Anyway. My desk is not level. So we're looking at Owl, Puppet, Sparkle. I think I might do something strange and bring up some actual reference material. Not that you can see it, because it's on the screen behind. Owl. I did a picture of a snowy owl, a painting. It's one of my better paintings from when I was in high school. I didn't do a whole lot, but I did like the snowy owl. A sparkly barn owl. Puppet. So here's the barn owl. They're freaky looking creatures, man. Almost cat-like in some weird way. So here's the drawing of the random things to get comfortable with the subject phase. Hello, roses are blue. It's good to see you. They scream. Owls scream? Barn owls? So this one has its head turned. The one that I'm looking at on the screen that you can't see. Can you tell I've had caffeine today? I think you can. If you ever need to really chill out, just look up Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and watch some. It's a very relaxing show. It's a kid's show, of course. But, it'll chill you out. Barn owls scream. They skip asking who. It's not who. Arr, arr. Anyway. Great horned owls. I'm just kind of copying what I see on this screen in front of me. These are the ones that have the, might be getting into Jim Henson territory there. Reminds me of the eagle guy. I am not on something. Well, I'm on caffeine. Caffeine and sugar, that's it. And caffeine and sugar and fluoxetine. I don't know what kind of owl that one is. Suppose you could combine an owl and a cat. They have some similarities in shapes.
Lisa_Sophie2_0
What?
just followed.
Hello! Thank you for following! Lisa Sophie 2.0. Welcome in. I'm working on some art prompts today. I'm not exactly sure what all I'm doing, but caffeine plus adrenaline. So yeah, I'm just kind of sketching my way into some ideas for today's prompt. I'm looking at some pictures on my screen, which is there, and just kind of roughly drawing them. There's another thing. I heard another notification. Thank you. I'm winging it. As Rose said, that's a good one. Sorry. Apparently I'm in a relatively good mood. So that's good. I got that going for me. Let me scroll back up. Stevie Seal! Yeah, I did think he was in. If I didn't, I know I commented on his comments, but welcome. I don't know that I actually said welcome. Glad to see you in. You enjoying your new TV setup? This is so painful. Man, you guys. I will be back. I'll be back. you, I mean, the fun of puns is the making people cringe. So, congratulations. You'll be Bach. I'll be Mozart. Not liking that rendition of that drawing that you can't see, or that not drawing photo. That photo. It's just kind of creepy looking with the way the beak goes back to the point where it's covered in feathers. Spotted owl? Ooh, great gray owl. It's like the pug of the bird world. Well, I did not anticipate that I would be drawing owls this morning, or attempting to, anyway. Yet here I am. What wonders we never know await us when we wake, and then go back to sleep, because it was early when we woke up. Alright! Better than I can draw. Yeah. Like I said, I did a lot of doodling as a kid. Can confirm, owls are not the most easiest thing to draw. But there's nothing saying that I need to make it realistic. So, I take it you're an owl fan. Roses are blue. Violets. Roses are red, violets are blue. You would think I would understand that. Let me start with the outer shape on this one. Can you see that? Yes, that's in frame. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that other one. Got distracted. One of these days, I may just torture you all with a music stream. Although I will fail because you have the ability to turn the volume down or change the channel. Again, these horned owls just remind me of cats with their horns remind me of cat ears. Lol, draw the owl. Please sing for us. Easy, bro. Howdy. Yes, I was backward. Woo. They do get compared to cats. I just never saw it before today, so that's kind of weird. The fact that, I mean, it's the way they can turn their heads all the way around is also a cool, distinctive. So it's like their flat, downward beak, large eyes, and head swivel. Kinda. Kinda make me think those are the distinctive traits at this point. I didn't think your cat has a beak. That is a major difference. That and the type of animal. Your cat probably doesn't have wings, or does have claws. Blah, blah, blah. Sparkle puppet owl. Alright. Let's move on down the page. I got to see a 20 owl. The Torny owl or Thorny? Either way, it's cool. I hear them around me sometimes. The heavens have opened. Yep, he can fly. Alright, so. I'm winging it, as you said. Well, you just described an owl. Just kidding. I need to get building. Woohoo! I heard the female, then only realized it was an owl. When I heard the male make the typical noise. Okay. Cool. I should work with reference more often. I don't know why I don't. Do I want to go after a particular type of owl? Guess I'm going barn owl. Pardon me while I get quiet. Miss Diane, hello, welcome in. Ah. Then you couldn't get back to sleep because you were too excited for seeing or knowing about the owls. Cool. I did watch a video fairly recently about the effects of THC on sleep. It the effect seems to change over time. Like, you know, early on it helps you get to sleep, but then it doesn't necessarily. You get less REM sleep, so you're dreaming less, and it's not as deep. And then when you stop, you get more vivid dreams because things are trying to bounce back and regulate. Sleep better, you're floating, Dana. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by that, Stevie. Dun, dun. I also want to look up something else. Hmm. Never done that. Barn owl. They're more like this. Does that make any sense? I'm discussing things in my head. Snowy owl or little owl? Floating 'cause you're high. I'm not high. I leave that to chat. I think y'all have that covered pretty well. Owl bear. No, just saying you sleep better because you're floating when you're high. Oh, okay, yeah. Like I said though, the guy who did the video is definitely not anti-smoking. But yeah. Apparently, yeah, you don't sleep as well or as deeply. It's like, do I want to include sparkle in this in any way? And do I want it to be part of the character? Is it a she, and is she wearing a shiny diamond? Sure, why not? How's your sculpt coming? The blocker wants to know. Oh yeah, sparkle in the eyes. That could work. Maybe. It's inking time. I can find that pen that I put down. ¿Dónde está? Lapis. La lapis is a pen. That's what I remember from Spanish class. I would like. I need to get a new brush pen. Is it's a puppet, it needs sticks. Because it's that kind of puppet that needs sticks. That stick went a little wide at the end. That's not normally the thing. Currently rolling out clay for the wings. Also some imprinted mold things. So your dragon pumpkin. My skull's pretty good. Only been fractured once. Ooh. That's right, you're doing a glow-in-the-dark clay for the eyes, at least. Although since it's a barn owl, it's ah, because it screams according to Rose. This are red. That's our blue. Let's add some feathers here. I mean, how do I tell that that's felt and not feathers? I don't know. The cool interest will be in the face. Not really sure how this actually functions, this mouth, but it's there. Yes, we know barn owls don't have floaty, wispy feathers on the top of their head, but this is a Muppet, darn it. Yeah, I wish I had a bit of glow in the dark clay. Yeah, I like things that glow in the dark too. Do I want to add detail down here? Do I just want to make it less detailed to not draw the eye down there? Do I want to have somebody's arm in here to indicate that it's a puppet. This is not something that I... Rose got some glow-in-the-dark female. Lol, do it! Do it! Nah, I don't know. Maybe I'll... I mean, technically, it should be... I don't know, I made the having the poles way out here is kind of a mistake. Because they should be... Unless you have separate people operating the poles, but... Thinking about it as in terms of a puppet. I am a puppet. From below the floor, the man does control me. Yes. If anyone gets that reference, I will be very surprised. A puppet I am. Okay, I'm digging that, I guess. Let's see what this thing does. Yeah, it's darker than I like. But it is what I have on hand. Let's see. It's generally a light bird. So we'll just do the background, I guess. I do have some watercolor paints I need to start playing with. But this isn't the right paper for that. Lol, do it. Okay, let's see. Where are we at anyway on our... We're not quite at our follower goal, but we are one closer thanks to Lisa. Mm. 122 of 130. Need a lighter gray for the body, or maybe a different color. Because I want to have some tone in there. I might have to get up and go get a marker. And if I'm getting up to get a marker, I may as well run some ads and take a break. Right, right. All right. I'll be right back. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back. We're back. Did you miss me? I don't even know if it's the ad's still running or not. I can't tell. I think it just says I recently ran. Alright. So anyway, we are back. I brought in a box. Where is my mouse pointer? Alright. Ba-ba-ba. Select the correct scene. And okay, here we are. Here's me, my box of La Cabrillas. That's I don't smoke cigars, but I like cigar boxes. Here's some somewhat failed experiments in marbling, not knowing at all what to do. And they look worse than they used to. Anyway, I got this box out because in here I have some white pens and some old markers, which may be completely dried out. I don't know. We'll see. Let's ooh, an scented pencil. All right. I don't think we'll use the neon. Oh, there's another one. All right. Did I ever show you my cigar box guitar I built? Hello, back. I'm Stevie Seal. All right. Let's play with some color. Sorry about that. I think that will be what I want for this. And the underside. I don't know why I'm looking so intently at the... I mean, maybe I should remove the... pencil marks before doing all of this. Sorry, my brain stopped. Cosmic Papa Red. Well, I'm working on these art prompts here. Just doing a drawing. One of them is Streamtober. No. One's Inktober, which, you know, has some extra baggage on it, thanks to a couple years ago. One is Stream Ink, and one is Drawtober. Only it looks like there are a few Drawtobers, and I'm not sure which one I got the prompt from now. But, yeah, today's prompts are Sparkle, Owl, and Puppet, depending on which prompt list you're going by. And I'm combining them all because that is how I roll sometimes. Ooh, looks like I made a little mistake. An errant stroke of the pen. So I decided to make a puppet owl that has some sparkle on it. I'm not... I'm not going to continue talking about my art skills in a negative sense. I'll let the work speak for itself, and you can see just how advanced or remedial the skills are. I am not a professional. My shift and control key. Probably. Oh, yeah. It's a cheap keyboard. And I think that may be from when I was playing Half-Life. Playing through Half-Life again. Oh, I'm not stressed about it at all. I think I got this keyboard in 2017. Let's draw some... Oops. Didn't mean to get into the eyeball there. Oh well. It's just a little drawing. Where is that? There's the one. In case you can't tell, it's a puppet. ¿Qué hora es? 11:30 Pacific time. So you're solidly into the evening time over in the UK. The night's still young. My buddy recently built me a pimped out keyboard, so I've been loving it. You got your hi-fi in 1999. Most hardcore Half-Life player ever. No. Like I said, it's not particularly durable finish. 7:30 p.m. Yeah, night's still young. It's a respectable time to go to bed if you are somebody who goes to bed early. If you get up early. Not me, though. Good time to put the children down to bed so that you and the wife or spouse can have a nice quiet evening alone. After the battle with the kids. Because they don't want to go to bed, because they're children. I don't have experience in that scenario. Don't have kids. Alright. Was that too much personal information? I might just leave that arm. Okay, I have a 60%. Did I have another one? This is 30. Cool gray 30. I'll make the person's arm a cool gray. Just so I have something going on down here. I should not be using that. So. Your creations are my kids. Yes, and I won't get in trouble with the law if I burn them. Gone again! Let's do this to add some sparkle. I don't think it's gonna actually show up very good, but whatever. Maybe I should just make it like a sequined. Maybe it's just a very sparkly bird. Oh well. I think we will call that the end of this project. Really? Adding the year is kind of important. Apparently this takes a couple of people to operate because, you know, you have somebody over here with one arm. Well, puppeting this and this other wing over here is controlled by somebody else entirely. I thought about possibly I lost my train of thought, so that's not gonna happen. Where was I? I thought I was going to possibly do the thing. Nope, it's gone. I don't know. Don't know what I was going to say. Ooh. Ooh. Does this look like a Muppet puppet owl? In doodly doodly. Doodly doodly doodly. Alright, I think I want to add at least some definition to this. And I added. And so we can see that it's there. And hopefully not draw too much attention to it. And hey, there's a hand over on this side too. You see that? Blah 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 blah. So, how are things? How's everyone doing? How do we feel about this? Am I missing something that's going on in the wide world around us? Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. It's lovely. Thank you, Zablocker. I think that'll do. Now what? Oh, you zoned out tracing. Ah, so it's a work along. Cool. Hello. I have some work to do on the UFO, on the little saucer kit, model kit that I make. However, I don't think I'll be doing that on stream. It took me a minute to see it. Neat idea. Thank you, Pity. Let's shift gears. Or something. Ooh, I need water. Water for the next stage of production. Maybe. I will be right back. What can I leave with you in the meantime? Space Kitty. I'll be right back. Told ya I'd be right back. Space Kitty, Space Kitty. Did I miss anything? No. Alright. Oh. There was a dog on the chair. That was the reason for the sound. Yeah, like to do something with Space Kitty at some point, but I'm not sure exactly what. Maybe a sticker. So we have this guy, and I think I will just putter around painting it. But I don't know. I don't have a specific paint scheme in mind. But I think it will start with some white. And where is? There is. Here is my metric silicone ruler that I bought in the Dollar Tree over here. But yes, it's also my paint palette. Gonna give this a shot. Use it as a paint palette. Oh, I can take the art prompts off the screen now. There we go. Silicon tray is neat. Yeah, like I said, I got the I heard about the idea from somebody who heard about the idea from somebody else online. It's all on YouTube. And then a niece-in-law sent me a video about it, or a post about it, and I was like, I've already seen that. Thank you, though. So, we'll give it a shot. Do I want this brush? I think I want a bigger brush. If you are a new customer at atomicgiftshop.com, you can use the coupon code WELCOME15 for 15% off in the US only. Pretty much just because I don't do international shipping from my website. It's easier to let Etsy handle that stuff. I used to have a paper plate holding palette for working with oils. Paper plate holding palette. Oh, so it's a palette that held paper plates, I guess. I mean, I could... Why am I doing this? Oh, well. It's like I could spray it. That would probably make a nice even coat. But this is about the journey, not the finished product. Because it's not a product. It's a piece of art. A piece of folded cardboard snack container art. Well, something like that. Yeah, you popped a paper plate in the center of this plastic holder and it had smaller divided sections and brush holder around the edges. Cool. Did you do much? I've never done any oil painting. At least I don't think I've done. No, I don't remember doing any oil painting. Let's give a base coat of white, I guess. I already got some weathering on here. We're just gonna paint all over that. Ooh, you can see the staple holes in the cardboard. The texture of oils is so great. It's fun, very different. I just did a surreal landscapes. Cleanup is a mess, though, yeah. And I heard the smell can be an issue for some people, at least with the thinner But yeah, you get. My understanding is, you have a longer working time than with acrylics, because acrylics dry so quickly. Uh-oh, that looks loose. Back to the dramatic music. Once again, winging it. You missed all the early puns. When, pity smile. When I started working on the owl, there were a few. Mostly from Rose and Stevie. Hey, there's something. It shouldn't be there at all. So that looks like it shouldn't be dented in there. But it is. You called. Alright, thanks for stopping in, Mr. Pity Smile. And hope you have a good evening. Yes, Stevie, I just called. Just was telling, Pity Smile that, you were laying down some, puns earlier. Which seems very on brand. I'm just gonna keep layering paint until I see fit to stop. I think that's the plan for this at the moment. Stevie is a real hoot. Back to the owl thing. This is like the third time this thing's been painted. Initially, I painted it with a gloss black, because that's what I had at the moment. Just to kind of give it that unifying coat. Then I did it with primer and did some sanding and stuff. And now I'm just kind of going over it with white, just to give me a base to start adding some color. Although, I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. This is not expert techniques. So Stevie, I didn't see the updates on your monster train since I don't know, the body, you had the body covered in the eyes, but I think it was green, or still green. Do you have updates on your Discord for that? Hey, you know what? I could give Mr. Stevie Seal a shout out. It's been a while.
Yeah. I think we sorted that one out.
Yeah, I'll have
Fucking
to check
fan.
that.
It made me jump. I forgot I left the power on. So,
These missiles here are from a final faction. Oh, you can't see it anyway. Yeah. These missile things here are from a final faction kit. So they were actually made to be missiles. These things here are from a COVID test. Strip is from some packaging. You got a bottle cap and a leftover or misprint from one of my model kits. And these are the engines are from some food container that's like a yogurt drink squeeze thing. This is from another model kit that didn't print quite right. And in here we have another bottle cap, but a plastic one this time. Some imitation Lego bricks. This is the cap from one of those things. Yep, it's in model picks. Cool. I'll have to check that out later. So is this a spaceship or a atmosphere ship? It looks certainly the wings are not an atmosphere ship. But in science fiction, it kinda doesn't seem to matter a lot of the time. There's just some magical hover drive that ships have. Unless you're talking, there are some more realistic science fiction, of course. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this, because I kind of like how dented and wavy this is. Ooh, you can see where some sanding might have been needed there. Flego! Fake Lego is really cool. Thanks. This was my spring vacation model. Like when I went to Pennsylvania went to visit my family for a week or two earlier this year. I collected bits of stuff and then junk and whatnot, and a trip to the Dollar Tree. I suppose somewhat akin to Poundland. And bought some stuff and saved it up and then built this ship out of it, but I didn't have time to finish it while on the trip, so I've just been kind of, well, doing what I'm doing now. Just every once in a long while, doing something to it. And I've never had a clear idea of what I want it to look like. Which is partly why it's probably partly why it's not done. Oops, that's a lot of paint. Some of this up here is foam. And get some paint down in those cracks. Maybe that'll fill it. I do have some puff paint that can be used to fill gaps, I guess. Of course, the thicker the paint is, the longer it takes to dry. Craft Redux! Bout ye! Hey Dana, hey Sean! How's it going? We're actually working on this thing again. It's been a long time. It seems like a long time. I have older projects that need attention. But this was, handy. This is on my desk, so... along with the paints. So I decided, I'll do that today. It's been a while since I've done some modeling on the stream. You missed... earlier, I did a drawing. Oh, yeah, this is a scratch build. This is my... vacation build from earlier this year. Where I... basically saved up some of the packaging and things that I found on my trip, combined with stuff I purchased at the Dollar Tree, like, you know, glue, knives, stuff to make it with, and then use the packaging from that to make the shapes. And brought it back here and added a few more things after the trip, but it's not finished yet. So... this little chicklet here is a, kind of looks like a docking port. That is the... that's an LED, RGB LED that died. So, figured this is loose, that's loose. I'm just slathering it with paint now. Welcome. Hey, it's been a long time since you've been in. I'm glad to see you're here. You've been working on your pumpkin I thought about doing the pumpkin thing. I have not started yet, though. Did one last year, but it's smaller and less grotesque. Although unsettling in its own way. Look at all of these seams. I'm a big fan of slapping on paint. Often I think I'll sand before final paint, but I never do. Yeah, this thing has been... I don't know. Okay, this looks like a beat-up tank or truck or something. It's seen some stuff. It's not all smooth and pretty. Of course, some of that is the way it's built, because some of this is just using super glue and baking soda to fill gaps. I almost painted my monitor, and I did get some splatter on my monitor. So I need to be more careful about. So I already got splatter on the keyboard. But like I said, cheap keyboard, doesn't matter. I feel like, I don't know, these should be some sanding or something, filling some of these gaps. But this is just a fun project. It's not really supposed to be anything specific. Acquiring texture off one of my dragons. Okay, so you imprinting clay on it, and then gonna bake the clay, and that'll give you your scale texture to roll on something else. Is that what's going on with that, Rose? Yay, I comprehend. What I'm making this year is twice the size of last year's. Oh. What Sean is talking about is over on the Andy Mecha YouTube channel. He's doing a sculpt along where he's making some ugly pumpkins, which are pumpkins that have faces and stuff. So you start with a ball of aluminum foil, or aluminium foil, depending on where you're from. And then you are covering it with clay, polymer clay, and shaping details into that, and baking it, and adding more clay, shaping more details, and painting it. It's the quick overview, the very, very quick overview. But I think all of you know that already, because y'all are friends on Andy Mecha's channel, which is why you're over here. So thank you. So we're all friends. The friends of the Mecha. It didn't quite sound right, did it? Just attacking it with paint now. Take that, you model. Well, I still have white paint on my palette, so I guess I have more to put on. We'll do another coat on the bottom. I should have a paper towel with me, and I don't think I do. I think the bottom is the part that I want to be white. Do it like a airplane camouflage, where the bottom is light, so it looks like the clouds or something. Back with soda, lol. Welcome back, Pity. My LED light is freaking out a bit. We'll dim it down. Hopefully that'll calm it. Are we too dark? No, we're not too dark. Do. Where are we at? Rolling one. The blocker's rolling one. Make so many of those clay worms. Alright. I'm almost out of the paint that I have down in here. Which probably shouldn't make a difference as to what I'm actually doing on the model, but it will. Because that's how I want to do it today. Got a frayed bristle here. These are not. These are like the kind of brushes you get in a pack with a whole bunch of brushes for relatively cheap. And I'm using craft paint. So there we go. I don't know what that means. You can see here I have filled this gap with something. Over here, it didn't get filled. So let me see if I can fill it with paint. Of course, I'm probably gonna do something to remove the paint. Because it won't dry very quickly. More clay in the oven, says Rose. And Andy Mecca will be going live in 30 minutes. Although the Toilet After Dark is live now. As is Yasmin Arts. And there's the update for those of you who... Yeah, I don't know. Hey, looks like I forgot a spot. Ooh. Brew time? What's brew time? BRU. Well, thanks for stopping in, Miss Diane. I appreciate you. We'll see you later. I hope you get good food. Or at least adequate food. Rose is talking about a drink. I mean, I figured it was a drink, but... Like B-R-E-W, brew, beer. But it could be coffee. Or tea. Because those are all brewed. But she normally does the hot chocolate thing, although it might be a little too early for that. Not sure. Also not sure why I'm talking like this. So I kind of want to fill in this gap with, like I said, some puff paint, but I don't think I will. I think I will let this dry for a bit. Once again, it's completely covered in another layer of paint. Cup of tea for now. We were right. Alright, so I'm going to let this paint dry and move on to something else. What should the something else be? Ooh. Cup of tea for now. And this is probably going to sit like this for another 6 months. Tell us a story. No. Ugh. My imagination is awesome. If I were to tell you a story, I'd probably delve into... I'd probably use AI. Which I don't want to right now. Yeah. Let's just listen to my brain tick. I'm gonna close this up so it doesn't spill all over everything. I'll have to clean that out later. Move this to the side. I think that's pretty dry. We'll, stretch, hydrate, posture check. Posture's okay. Stretch is needed. Thank you. I can feel my shoulder muscle tensing up. And I will dehydrate with caffeinated beverage. Stevie Seal, redeemed elf. Hi everyone, it's me, Wendell the Elf. How are things going? Make me want to cry. So, what's up? How's it going? I know I already asked that, but you know, Hey, my hat's getting cut off. Oh well, we'll deal with that some other time. Aw. Mr. Smile got a little scared, because, you know, he get a little loud once in a while, although not usually. So we're all about the jump scares here. Thank you, Zablogger. We do appreciate you. But goodbye, everybody. Oh, hi. Welcome back. Sorry about that. It didn't mean to scare Pity Smile. We're just gonna erase some pencil lines, as we didn't the last time we did this, because the ink was still too wet. At least, that's probably the case. I'd like to take this in and do some digital reworking of this. Color it, maybe. The primary things to fix that I'm not happy with are the legs are not even, meaning they different sizes. The legs kind of came out to be different sizes, and that's not great. Also, I would probably do the tail in a different pose. That's what I'm thinking. But maybe, just maybe, we'll do some coloring. Oh, hi, Zablocker. Did you enjoy a visit from Wendell the Elf? I know you did. I should take a picture of that. Do. Okay. I took a picture with my phone, so I can do something with it later. At this point, I want the equivalent of saving in the real world. So, let's see. How do I want to do this? Do this. I think it should be on a black background. Let me put something behind there in case it bleeds through. No, I'll just do the outlines. I won't fill in the background. Ha! Here I'm trying to clean up the lines and I go off course. What, GM, is the paper you're using? How many bits for Wendell to do a half-hour stream? I do not know. Not thought about that. And GM, are you asking the weight of the paper? Here's all I know about it. A general-purpose sketch paper intended for practice of techniques or quick studies with any dry media. It's the 400 series. Acid-free, medium weight, lightly textured. Thicker than standard copier paper. I'm not saying that we couldn't do an entire Wendell stream. Or even more character stream, but that would require some work. More work. Oh, is that Graham? I don't know if that voice would be painful on my throat. It might. $250 is what I use for drawing. Also makes for spicy paper cuts. Well, you know, art is only good if you bleed on the page. Otherwise, it's, you know, may as well just be commercial art. Graphic design. So I'll probably redo all this digitally, if at all. Probably won't do anything at all. Let's see. We got 30%. To be fair, I have not yet to christen a drawing with a drop of tea. So you thought a half hour would be pushing it. So you want me to ruin my throat. wonder if these little footies should be a different color. Well, they are now. Kind of like the fingertips of astronaut gloves are a separate little cap. That's my thought with that. So are you saying that you are in Andy's pool now? That he's streaming and that you have already dropped into the pool? Or are you saying that's what I should do? Okay. So Andy is live. Good to know. Oh, still on the intro screen? Okay. Well, we might raid over there, I guess, once he's up and running. If I feel like it. I mean, maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll just keep going. Maybe I'll just go forever. Maybe it'll be an all Wendell all the time stream. But Subblocker will miss it because he's watching Andy. Just kidding. Feel like he needs some shading on his little head. Let me just say, Rose makes fantastic dragon drawings. Wendell is my mate. Okay, my mate. I was wondering, MG. Oh, he corrected it. It's my mate. Wendell is my mate. Yeah, talking about talented, I mean, Rose is incredibly talented. Amazing drawing and coloring and sewing. But it's not a competition. You don't binge watch tutorials for fun? I've done that. I like watch tutorials and it's like just to kind of see if they're going to talk about the things I think they should talk about in the tutorial. But that's might be partly because I made some tutorials for 3D software. So that's a little different than art. Art tutorials or yeah, traditional art tool stuff, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I like watching I like watching videos about people building stuff and making stuff, and I feel that it helps my brain and is healthier than watching some of the reality TV stuff that's out there. It's like, oh, this is actually contributing to my skill set and understanding. But people need different things. at different times in their life. So we try not to be too judgy. It's never an ending cycle of, ooh, what this I want to try. Yeah. There is a unofficial bucket list of things I'd want to try at some point. Some things it's like I should have done already. But just, you know, I just want to, make something that's highly polished at some point. Should be easy to do. Just keep going up through the grits of sandpaper and polishing compounds until you get to a mirror finish. But haven't taken the time to actually do that. Now what that actually is, I don't know. Huh. Let's go with the... Make this guy a little different color. Multi-tab. I just wanted it to be something to separate it from the suit, but it's not working with that gray very well, is it? Oh well. Like I said, these are old markers. I don't know how old, but they are old. I mean, probably 20 years. Maybe not. You can do that! Now I would like a blue background. Do I dare use a wet medium on this dry medium paper? You know how I put some paper down so it wouldn't bleed through to the next page? Yeah, I didn't have the inserted paper in the correct page. Oops. Best laid plans of mice, you know. Goes back. Oh, and I do have blue in the other room. But, Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. We have now reached the meowing part of the evening. Meow, 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 meow. So, there's our little space cat. I probably have pencils somewhere. Colored pencils somewhere. There be Nala scratching on my door. That sounds like a cat name. A really cheap pen. Okay. Don't know why I want to give it a blue sky behind it. Oh well. Kind of thing that can be done easily and more solidly in digital. So, alright. Little Miss Beagle be like, I smelt food. Where does it be? Okay, so it's a beagle, not a cat. There we go. Now it's in frame. It looks better. So, alright. Well then. Thank you. This is something that could be converted into a sticker. Don't know that I will do that. Don't sell too many stickers. But maybe that's just because I don't make things cute enough normally. Alright. Let's see what Mr. Mecha is up to.
What you buy, like
Oh, I can hear that.
this stuff, it goes in the oven. This would never dry.
Yep. Hey, I didn't say I was gonna raid Rose. Gonna force my hand? That's okay. Yeah, I know it. You're all over there already anyway. Ready to raid in 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Make it solid, but you can still do it.
Bye.
Ah, Dana,